In the vast ocean of existence, we sail the ship of our lives, often unaware of the undercurrents that guide us toward our spiritual destiny. But how do we decipher the signs that the universe sends us? How do we know if we are in alignment with our true path? The quest to understand these signs is as old as consciousness itself. The first step in this navigation is to realize that the signs are not always written in the sky or echoed in the whispers of the wind. Sometimes they are subtle, a gentle nudge in the right direction, a quiet realization in a moment of stillness. We begin by tuning in to our inner compass, the intuition that speaks in a language beyond words. Have you ever felt a pull towards a certain action or decision, as though an invisible thread is drawing you towards it? That is your intuition, your soul's GPS, hinting at the direction of your spiritual destiny. Let's consider the role of synchronicity. Carl Jung coined this term to describe the meaningful coincidences that occur in our lives. These are the moments when the book you need falls off the shelf, when you meet a stranger who tells you exactly what you needed to hear, or when you have a dream that seems to offer a solution to your problems. Synchronicities are like breadcrumbs on the trail to our spiritual destiny, confirming that we are on the right path. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. Now, reflect on the times when you faced recurring challenges or patterns in your life. These are not random occurrences. They are lessons clothed in the fabric of daily experience. Our spiritual destiny often involves learning certain lessons, and these patterns will persist until we understand and integrate the wisdom they hold. What patterns do you see in your life? What lessons might they be trying to teach you? Emotions are another signpost on our path. Joy, passion, and excitement are indicators that we are aligned with our spiritual destiny. They are the heart's way of saying, yes, this is the way. Conversely, persistent feelings of discontent or unease can be signs that we are diverging from our path. Listen to your emotions. They are powerful guides that help us navigate through life's myriad choices. Now think about the people who enter your life. They are not merely extras in the movie of your existence. They are co-actors, each playing a role in your evolution. Some come to challenge us, others to support us, and some to teach us. Who are the significant people in your life right now? What might their presence be signaling about your spiritual path? As we deepen our connection with the world around us, we start to see life as a mirror, reflecting our inner state. The outer chaos or harmony mirrors our inner world. When we encounter turbulence in our external circumstances, it's often a signal to look within and make changes. The state of our relationships, the health of our bodies, and the situations we find ourselves in are not random. They are reflections of our inner reality. What is your life reflecting back at you at this moment? Dreams can also be messengers of our spiritual destiny. In the quiet of the night, when the ego sleeps, the soul speaks through symbols and stories. Dreams can offer insights, resolve inner conflicts, and provide clarity on our path. Have you had a dream that felt particularly poignant or stayed with you upon waking? What might it be trying to communicate? Signs also come through in the form of unexpected opportunities or obstacles. Sometimes we find doors opening for us in ways we never anticipated, or we find our progress thwarted despite our best efforts. These instances can act as redirects, steering us towards paths we hadn't considered but that lead us closer to our spiritual destiny. Have you encountered a sudden opportunity or an unexpected roadblock recently? What new avenues might they be directing you towards? And what about the callings of the heart? Those deep, soulful yearnings that don't go away no matter how much we try to ignore them. These are perhaps the most powerful indicators of our spiritual destiny. They are the universe's way of saying, "This is who you are meant to be. This is what you are meant to do." What is your heart calling you to pursue, and are you willing to listen? The journey towards understanding the signs of our spiritual destiny is not a linear one. It requires us to be present, aware, and open to the myriad ways in which the universe communicates with us. It is a path of deep listening, of paying attention to the inner and outer landscapes of our existence. I will leave you now with a question to carry in your heart. What if the very thing you are seeking is also seeking you, and the signs you are looking for are already around you, waiting to be seen? The silent symphony of the soul's calling. Consider the moments when you experience a deep resonance with something greater than yourself. It could be a profound sense of connection during a sunset, a piece of music that stirs something within, or the feeling of being fully alive when engaging in an activity that you love. These are not just fleeting moments of happiness. They are your soul resonating with the frequency of your spiritual destiny. What are the moments that make you feel most alive, most connected? These are your soul's way of affirming your path. You must also pay attention to the whispers of your body. Our bodies are finely tuned instruments that can sense alignment or misalignment with our spiritual path. Have you noticed moments when your body feels expansive, light, and energized as opposed to times when you feel heavy, drained, or constricted? These sensations are more than just physical responses. They are your body reacting to the truth or falsehood of your alignment with your spiritual destiny. When do you notice your body feeling its best? And what are you doing in those moments? The power of silence cannot be overstated when it comes to recognizing the signs of our spiritual destiny. In silence, the noise of the world fades away and we can hear the subtle sounds of our inner guidance system. It is in this quiet space that our deepest truths float to the surface. How often do you allow yourself to sit in silence, to simply be with your thoughts and feelings and listen to what arises? Now, let us talk about the language of obstacles. It is a common misconception that if we face obstacles, we must be off our path. But what if obstacles are not barriers, but instead, they are stepping stones, or better yet, they are part of the path itself? Each challenge we face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with our spiritual destiny. How do you approach obstacles in your life? Do you see them as detours or as integral parts of your journey? The creative impulses we experience are also significant indicators of our spiritual path. Creativity is the soul's way of expressing its deepest desires and truths. Whether it's through art, music, writing, or any form of creation, when we engage in creative activities, we tap into a source of divine inspiration. What creative urges have you felt, and how might they be guiding you toward your spiritual destiny? In the quest to recognize our spiritual destiny, we must also consider the power of letting go. Sometimes, we hold on tightly to our plans, our identities, and our comfort zones. Yet, it is often in the act of letting go that we find the freedom to move towards our true path. What might you need to let go of in order to move closer to your spiritual destiny? The signs of our spiritual destiny are also reflected in our passions and the things we naturally gravitate towards. These are not random preferences. They are the language of our soul, pointing us towards our purpose. Think about the things you are passionate about, the causes that move you, the activities that you can lose yourself in for hours. How do these passions align with the signs you've been noticing on your path? The wisdom of our ancestors and the cultural stories passed down through generations can also offer clues to our spiritual destiny. These narratives often contain archetypes and life lessons that resonate with our soul's journey. What stories or traditions do you feel a deep connection with, and how might they be relevant to your spiritual path? Finally, let us explore the concept of grace. Grace is the unearned, loving assistance from the universe that helps us move towards our spiritual destiny. It is the serendipitous moment when everything falls into place, the unexpected help that arrives just when we need it, the insights that come to us when we least expect them. How has grace shown up in your life, and how might it be guiding you towards your spiritual destiny? As we come to the end of this segment, I encourage you to consider the possibility that your spiritual destiny is not a predetermined endpoint, but a living, evolving journey that unfolds with each step you take. It is not something to be found in the far-off future, but something that is being revealed to you here and now, in this very moment. And so, I ask you, what would happen if you fully trusted the signs leading you to your spiritual destiny? How might your life transform if you surrendered to the guidance that is already within and all around you? The luminous tapestry of intertwined destinies. As we continue to weave through the tapestry of our spiritual exploration, let us illuminate the ways in which our individual paths are intricately connected to the collective journey of humanity. The relationships we cultivate throughout our lives are not mere coincidences. They are intricately designed interactions that have the power to propel us towards our spiritual destiny. Consider the people who have touched your life, those who have lifted you up, as well as those who have presented challenges. Each interaction is imbued with the potential for personal growth and self-discovery. How have your relationships shaped the person you are today, and how might they be influencing the direction of your spiritual path? We must also recognize the importance of our actions and their ripple effects across the pond of collective consciousness. Every deed, word, and thought holds the potential to influence not only our own spiritual journey, but also the journeys of those around us. When you act with kindness, compassion, and integrity, you send waves of positive energy into the world, which in turn can help guide you and others towards spiritual destiny. What actions have you taken recently that reflect the deeper truths of your spiritual path? Now, let us turn our attention to the lessons we learn through service to others. Service is a powerful vehicle for discovering our spiritual destiny. In the act of helping others, we often find our own hearts and souls uplifted. Service aligns us with the principle that we are all interconnected, and that by contributing to the well-being of others, we nourish our own spiritual essence. In what ways can you serve others? And how might this service lead you closer to your spiritual destiny? It is also essential to recognize the role that adversity plays in our spiritual growth. The trials we face are not punishments. They are opportunities for us to develop resilience, compassion, and a deeper understanding of life's sacred mysteries. How have the challenges you face contributed to your spiritual evolution? And what wisdom have you gleaned from these experiences? The natural world around us is a constant source of spiritual signs. The cycles of the seasons, the growth and decay of plant life, the ebb and flow of the tides, all speak to the rhythms of the cosmos and our place within it. In the patterns of nature, we find metaphors for our own cycles of growth and transformation. How does the natural world reflect your spiritual journey? And what lessons can you learn from observing the environment around you? As we become more attuned to the signs of our spiritual destiny, we also begin to realize the power of our own intuition. This inner knowing is a direct line to the divine, offering guidance and insight that transcends logic and reason. When you quiet the mind and listen to your intuition, you access a wellspring of wisdom that can lead you to your true path. Can you recall a time when your intuition spoke clearly to you, and what was the outcome when you followed its guidance? Let us also consider the transformative power of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentments can cloud our perception and hinder our progress towards spiritual destiny. Forgiveness, on the other hand, liberates us from the chains of the past and opens us up to new possibilities. By forgiving ourselves and others, we clear the path for spiritual growth and alignment with our higher purpose. Who might you need to forgive in order to move forward on your spiritual journey? Moreover, the state of our mind is a crucial aspect to consider. A mind cluttered with worry, doubt, and fear can obscure the signs pointing us towards our spiritual destiny. Cultivating a practice of mindfulness or meditation can help to clear the mental fog, allowing us to perceive the guiding signals with greater clarity. What practices can you incorporate into your daily life to maintain a clear and focused mind? In the grand symphony of life, each of us has a unique melody to play. It is through the harmonious integration of our individual melodies that the collective destiny of humanity is composed. How do you contribute your unique gifts to the world, and how might these gifts be a part of the larger orchestration of spiritual evolution? As we conclude this part of our discussion, I invite you to see your life as a sacred dance with the divine, where each step, each movement, is a note in the melody of your spiritual destiny. The universe is not only guiding you, it is dancing with you, celebrating every moment of your journey. Harmonies of Purpose, the Dance of Destiny, Entwined. Embarking further into the dance of destiny, let us waltz with the deeper harmonies of purpose that bind the individual journey to the cosmic choreography of existence. In the orchestra of life, our purpose can be likened to a musical score, waiting to be performed. Each note represents a choice, an action, a moment that contributes to the unfolding composition of our existence. How do you interpret the music of your life? And how do you choose to play the notes that make up your purpose? Embrace the concept of synchronicity, those moments where time, space, and action align to create an experience of profound meaning. Synchronicities are like the chorus in the song of our lives, highlighting the interconnectedness between our inner and outer worlds. Reflect on the synchronicities that have occurred in your life. What have they taught you about your path and your place in the universe? The journey towards spiritual destiny is also a journey inward. Self-reflection is a vital practice, allowing us to tune into our inner landscape and the subtleties of our own being. By understanding ourselves, we can better understand our place in the grand design. What discoveries have you made about yourself through self-reflection, and how have these insights shaped your spiritual direction? Education and learning play pivotal roles in our spiritual development. Each new piece of knowledge, each skill mastered, is a step toward greater enlightenment. The pursuit of wisdom is an endless journey, one that enriches not only ourselves but those with whom we share our insights. What are you currently learning, and how does this contribute to your spiritual evolution? Let us not forget the power of love in our quest for spiritual destiny. Love is the force that binds the universe together. It is the underlying current of every spiritual pursuit. When we act from a place of love, we align ourselves with the highest intentions for our lives and for the world. How do you express love in your daily life, and how does this shape your journey towards your destiny? The concept of legacy is another facet to consider. What we leave behind is as important as the life we live. our actions, our words, and the love we share contribute to the tapestry of human experience. How do you wish to be remembered, and what legacy do you want to create that aligns with your spiritual destiny? In the ebb and flow of life, there are periods of contraction and expansion. Just as the breath moves in and out of the body, our spiritual journey is characterized by these rhythms. There are times for action and times for rest, times for speaking and times for silence. How do you honor these natural rhythms in your life, and how do they guide you on your spiritual path? The arts and cultural expressions are reflections of the human spirit, and they can be profound indicators of our collective spiritual destiny. Through painting, music, literature, and dance, we explore the depths of the soul and express the inexpressible. How do the arts influence your spiritual journey, and how might you use them to connect with your deeper purpose? Finally, let us consider the journey of spiritual destiny as an invitation to unity. It is not a solitary venture, but a call to come together, to learn from one another, and to support each other. Our individual paths are threads in a larger tapestry, and when we weave them together, we create a more beautiful and meaningful whole. How do you contribute to the unity of the human spirit? And how does this sense of connection influence your spiritual destiny? As we pause here, take a moment to reflect on the dance you've been engaged in, the steps you've taken, the partners you've encountered, and the music that has moved you. Each element is an integral part of the divine choreography. Your spiritual destiny is not only a personal quest, but a cosmic one, where each individual's awakening contributes to the awakening of the whole. The infinite spiral, ascending the staircase of cosmic consciousness. As we spiral further into the realms of spiritual consciousness, each step on the staircase represents an ascent, a progression towards the zenith of our collective enlightenment. Within this cosmic ascent, we are both students and teachers. As we learn from the wisdom of others, we are also called to share our insights. This cyclical exchange of knowledge is a cornerstone of our spiritual architecture. Consider the lessons you have learned and ponder how you might impart these gems of wisdom to those around you. Who has been your greatest teacher, and in what ways have you served as a teacher to others? The concept of destiny can often feel predetermined, yet within it lies the potential for free will. We are the architects of our fate, with the ability to choose our direction at each crossroad. This dynamic interplay between destiny and choice creates a dance of possibilities. How do you exercise your free will within the framework of your spiritual beliefs, and how have your choices shaped your journey? In our search for meaning, we often look to the stars, to the ancient texts, and to the sages of old. Yet, it is also crucial to look within, for the heart is an oracle replete with guidance. The practice of stillness and inner listening is a vital tool for deciphering the whispers of the heart. How often do you find stillness to listen to your inner voice, and what truths has it revealed to you? The power of storytelling cannot be underestimated in our spiritual ascent. Our narratives are not just personal histories. They are the myths in which we find common ground and universal themes. Sharing our stories connects us, heals us, and propels us forward. What is the story of your spiritual journey, and how might sharing it inspire others? The vibrations of gratitude resonate throughout the universe, amplifying the frequency of our spiritual ascent. Gratitude opens the heart and aligns us with the abundance of life. By practicing thankfulness, we invite more of what we appreciate into our existence. What are you most grateful for, and how does gratitude shape your perspective on life? Our spiritual journey is also marked by the milestones of transformation. These pivotal moments can be joyous or painful, yet each one provides a profound opportunity for growth. Embrace the metamorphoses and allow them to refine your essence. What transformations have been most significant in your life, and how have they redirected your spiritual path? Let us also acknowledge the role of patience. In a world that often demands instant results, the spiritual journey requires a different pace, one of patience and trust in the unfolding of divine timing. How do you practice patience, and what lessons have you learned from times of waiting? As we tread the path, we encounter the shadow self, the aspects of our being that we may prefer to hide or deny. Integrating the shadow is an essential part of our spiritual evolution. By facing our fears and insecurities, we emerge more whole and authentic. How do you confront your shadow, and what healing has it brought to your life? In the grand scheme, our individual paths contribute to the collective ascension. Each act of kindness, each gesture of compassion, each moment of understanding elevates the whole. As we lift ourselves, we lift humanity. How do you see your personal spiritual growth as part of the greater collective ascent? In the quietude of contemplation, envision the staircase of cosmic consciousness stretching infinitely upwards. Each one of us is on this staircase, taking steps, sometimes pausing, occasionally stumbling, but always moving towards the light of understanding. Your journey is sacred, a passage woven with the threads of countless others, all part of the magnificent tapestry of existence.